Sir, 10, 9.
10.
9.
What's the time now?
30. 9:30.
Exactly 9:30.
9:33.
So they didn't know, no, show lectures. They would have been only.
After that, in the morning, it is what?
If you want to.
I'm supposed to be the 8:30 with Lalita Shokhi, the Deputy Chief Minister of UP. With all the chief secretaries of Tamil. That was the appointment today. After that, some other because of the Okay, so let's start. 9:30. Okay, the other day today to discuss with you about, so far we have been discussing a lot. Online students, am I audible?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Yes.
So far we have been talking a lot about HR. You know, how to go about recruiting, how to go about training, how to go about doing performance management. And what is it? This is the only one class which we are going to talk about the IR part. IR part is industrial relations. The different words used are industrial relations, employee relations, industrial dispute. You know, all the kinds of, whether you call it employee relations, or you call it industrial dispute, or you call it IR, or you call it labor law. They are all synonymous words. Now, why do you read that? What is the necessary for HR calculation? Do you need to really read and understand this one? Yes or no? Why? If yes, why? And maybe that the IT working people are working for a research organization, marketing organization, may not understand the implications of this act by complying, not complying. Yeah, please go ahead. But if you are working for a large manufacturing organization, like automobile, textile, engineering, pharma, this is going to be 40% of it. And if you don't do well, you are likely to have like layoff, lockout, which means crores of rupees are lost, also sometimes life scale. And the latest strike which took place in 2013 in India, which is the strike, you know, all of you. We have been having many strikes, but one strike which is very remarkable in India, it was in 2013. At Manesar, Maruti, Manesar is a place which is near Haryana. Maruti has got a plant. They've been running very well 10 years, but the Japanese they were running very well. Though it was expected the Japanese could not have managed our culture, but they managed very well. 2012-13, our bureaucrats they thought we would take charge because they were mistake. They took charge in 2-3 years. The issue started. In 13-14, the VPHR has been killed inside. Half a dozen people lost their hands and legs, and for a year or so the plant was closed down. And big reputation, opportunity cost, everything. That is one crude example of IR not taken care of properly. Okay. Now, many automobile industry where they have large scale employees, they are getting into trouble with all this, you know, issues. So the IR or labor law or industrial dispute cannot be taken at further. One. The point is IR employee relation has to be taken it seriously. Now, in India, what happened in the past? Many industries have gone through strike. Maybe textile, maybe engineering, maybe automobile. Even Tata's was the worst place that we started initially. Samchetpur was the place for all this industrial dispute and strike countries. Now they are more organized. So even now it is happening. Now the third thing is that what is the reason for the strike and industry? Who is responsible? You as an employee, or I as an employee. The strikes which is happening, wherever it's happening, due to whatever reason it's happening. Okay, mostly it's happening in some of the industries like engineering, textile, cotton, sugar, pharma, anywhere it's happening. Okay. Now when it's happening, who is responsible for that? Is it possible that he could avoid the strike? To what extent? Or it is who is accountable more for the strike taking? You as an employer or I as an employer? Yes.
Employer.
Employer.
Both.
Both are equal contribution. Who is more accountable?
Employer.
Employer. Happy that. Why do you say employer?
They should listen to the employee.
Yeah, you are right. More than 70% of the strike, whatever happened, X number happened in last 10 years. 80% could have been avoided if the employer has been proactive. That's clear. Okay. Now, why do you say that the employer is not proactive? So now we come to the conclusion that most of the strikes in India could have been avoided to the tune of 70 to 80% if the employer has been transparent, proactive, taking the lead in handling the industrial peace service. Let's conclude. Oh, what is the 20%?
Union leaders.
Yeah, inter-union rivalry. There are many union rivalry. There are many political issues. I mean, there's no reason for the strike. For their own political purpose, they try to connect with each other party and they try to. So, which in any case, we will not be able to handle. So, our purview is that with 80% of the strike, which could have been avoided because of us, you and me. You are the HR head, I am the owner. If you are proactive, if you are transparent, we could avoid. Now the second part. The third point is, which are the areas the strike has been? Second point I said that the strike is happening not solved because of our attitude. Normally people will believe that the employees are nasty. What? Right? This is the common sense. Normally, your public will feel it that employees are believing. But practically, I can tell you out of my experience in the industry, that in the large scale manufacturing industry, it's employees. I can vouch on my personal loss. Okay, now which are the areas the strikes are?
Petition, pain pump.
Okay. Which are the areas?
Facilities, I would say. At times.
If you take 4 or 5 areas, like what is will put compensation, salary, bonus. These two issues, yeah. Strikes are salary and bonus. What is the next issue? Salary and bonus. Okay, if you take salary and bonus, salary could be even still avoided. Meaning by most of this industry, the wage code is already fixed. How do you pay? So what is the difference between wage and salary? When you guys get a salary, the workman get it becomes a wage. Now, how workman gets a wage? How his wage is getting fixed? Who fixes it? Are you getting my point? You are trying to just strike happen because of compensation only. Compensation, there could be two: salary related, bonus related. So how do you eliminate? Now, normally the way we learn in the class, you have to learn in a practical experiential manner so that you have a command over the strike. If any strike happening any place, you should jump forward. Okay, let me come and solve. That is possible once you have the knowledge, approach, methodology, and skill, right? Otherwise, you are afraid. If you know how to go about it, nothing to talk. If anybody calls me, I will more than I even take my own flight ticket and go to the spot and solve. You should kick it. Let me understand. Always people run away and then complicate it. Now, when you say salary and wages, it cannot happen unless we are so bad managed. Why? Because the wage is fixed in 3 levels. One level is every year the government issues a notification minimum wage. Right? If you want, you can take notes. Every year the government issues notification for minimum salary. Unskilled people so much, skilled so much, and unskilled people. So there is no reason for employee to come and ask you more. And there is no reason you will not pay that. Are you getting my point? So there is no scope for dispute. When there is a notification issue, they cannot ask you more. You cannot say I will not pay that. That is one way the wage is fixed. So there could be probably that cannot be signed under. The second way the salary is fixed, how the salary is fixed. There is a thing called wage code. Yeah. First thing is as per the minimum wages. The notification takes place. So you cannot say I will not pay more. They cannot ask more. So there is no cause of reason for a strike. Right? Again, I'm trying to give you very analytical kind of. Okay, now there is a second way wages fix is there's a wage board. Wage board means the large scale industries like sugar, maybe engineering. Once in 3 years, the government gets into tripartite negotiation. What is tripartite negotiation? Employer, employee, employee of the union, employer and employers. I mean, there are many same industries that sit together, many unions sit together, and the government bodies sit together. Through the tripartite agreement, the negotiation goes on for months, 2 months, 3 months, 4 months. And the principles like inflation rate, the cost of living rate, all those things is considered. Then the wage board gets signed by all three of them. Like a notification, once the wage board gets signed, again it becomes a law. They cannot ask more than that. You cannot say, I will not. So if you do that wage notification, again, there's no dispute. Third place where it could be a dispute. Be clear. Okay, when I said wage, there are 3 places, 2 places cannot be disputed. One is if you go with the notification, like there is Bangalore, there's a notification issued for small industry, shops of establishment time, for unskilled, semi-skilled. If they give a complete definition, you go with that TikTok notice. And whenever there is a wage board signed and sealed, don't just implement whatever it is. For engineer this much, for electrician this much, for chemist this much, for a fitter, mechanic, driver, everything is given. So it's done on all Indian level. So again, the third thing is there are industries, they don't come under this too. Every year they have a 540 agreement every after 3 years. Cotton industry, textile industry. Every 3 years, the industry on their own employee and employer goes for once in 3 years settlement, union settlement. There it can be disputed. Why? Because they are trying to put more pressure on increasing more. They want something 20% increase, 15% increase. You will not like to pay 5%, 6%. So sometimes it gets settled. Sometimes this can be an issue for a strike. Every 3rd year, whenever for HR gets it's a nightmare. When the 3rd year negotiation renewal comes, it's a nightmare for the because you don't know what will happen that time. It will get amicably settled or it can flare up to anything. So that could be 3rd way. So this is the way. Bonus can always be an issue. Bonus can be strike can always an issue 2 ways. One is that the minimum is 8.33, the maximum is 20. So whenever you say 14, they will take all those things. So the negotiation has to take place and still it is manageable. But in Maruti, whenever you make, I told you in the last many times, the act, bonus act says 8.33 minimum, 20 maximum. But if you end up paying more than 20, 22, then it becomes a precedence. Then they have the right to ask you every time more. Then you cannot take a police to help you. That's what one reason happened in Malaysia, that probably they've been paying more. This time when they wanted more, management didn't want to say, the government said we cannot help you, but you only create a police. So the strikes taking place on what is that? Basically, again, to reason two, it's very important, IR and VAR. 2, employers can be more sensitive to avoid. If you don't avoid, you are going to lose losses, company, life, image, everything. So the many main reasons are for the past is 2. One is compensation bonus, which talked about. There's another single reason, which is primarily responsible for 80% of it. In again, large manufacturing. More than the salary and bonus. Whatever other things put together, your facilities and parts, nothing. That are maybe 3% or 4%. And that again, they are not the main reason for strike. They'll add this also along with it. When they are going on a strike for asking for bonus or salary, they'll also ask, I want the car facility, this facility can also be allowed. But they are not primarily for strike issue. The main strike issue is salary bonus or one more. What could be that? Malaysia also that was the main issue. And many of the 90% of the disputes are on that.
Insurance and PF issue.
So insurance and PF and all, it's a law, right?
Yeah.
You cannot ask more, I cannot tell you. So they cannot decide if you are sensitive. You are an HR head, an owner. You become the boss, over and above the owner. Because you say not that, you don't implement, you get it. So all those things are not an issue. You cannot ask more, I cannot say. Where the issues are happening, how to handle that. So one issue is that salary. What could be the other issue? Not anything related to law because you pay for us BA. And like I said, the facilities, yeah, it could be, but it's all a biggie back. It is not a main cause of strike. The main cause of strike is contract labor. Any industry, take contract labor, 70 to 80%. And even salary bonus comes afterwards. First is contract. Because we in India, in contract, we don't know the definition of contract. If we think we don't know the difference between temporary, permanent, contract, we don't know. You know, there's a word called employee. We are talking about employee, no? Who is an employee? Legally, there's no word. It is probably equivalent to workman. There's a word called workman in the labor. Take some any company, take my wife. There are a board of directors. They are not employed. Right, they are there. Take then you have leaders, president, executive director, and all those things. Are they employed? Are they owners? Then you have a lot of middle level people, like people like you. EMBA. Are they employed? Are they workmen? No. The guys who are working at the filter, they are called. To my knowledge, right? So you don't come to reply. Right. Now the problem is contract. When you come to the so-called employee is equal to workman is equal to employee. So literally, workman is somebody working in the factory like an unskilled oil man, driver, fitter, mechanic, electrician. All those people are called. Permanent. Permanent. Somebody works in the temporary. Okay. Hello guys, mute yourself. Okay. Now there's a concept called temporary.
3 months they have to work. The work is satisfied with, we will make them the permanent.
No, that is probation.
The starting point is temporary only, like 3 months contract is there, so we have to work for 3 months. It's not temporary. You will be paid, and without any labor work will be paid the salary which is required to you.
But during the time of high production.
She is taking a different. Before permanent, there is a probation. Right? Anywhere is a probation. Probation means you hiring somebody to be taken as a permanent, but you are on probation. Meaning by after 5 months, I have the right to release. Making me to compulsorily probation. Right? Either you call it probationary training, whatever you call it. Hello, online student. All of you mute yourself unless you want to talk. Or you talk, you make it. I'll take this. Mute all. Okay. Now, there's a probationary, then there's a permanent. Then there's a concept called temporary and contract. Please listen. This is where even a matured employer, they don't understand the difference. That is a mistake. Temporary means, what is temporary? I'll put it two definitions. One is the word says temporary means temporary for short time. There's a pressure of workload. So I need people for temporarily for 3 months, 6 months or 1 year. Because there is the people in Nandara, they want to take more car delivery. So before Nandara 3 months, I need to produce more car. I need extra people to produce my products. Temporary, I need for 3 months, 6 months to take care of the temporary market pressure, temporary production mode. That is temporary, which means it has to be temporary. 3 months, it cannot be 6 years you are keeping company. Industries are doing. Industries are doing 6 years, 1 year, 6 years, 4 years, because the time of its role it will show temporary. And the justification given by the employer, like ostrich bird, that I have not made them in writing permanent. Nonsense, you already lost your right. You should have sacked that guy after 6 months or 1 year, or he said to confirm that guy. You can also confirm temporary to permanent, but you don't do both. The guy is on temporary role for 3-4 years on your time office, you are paying salary and things like that. Then you say that I have not made you permanent, you are a temporary, right? Law says no. So that becomes another. The second definition of temporary is it's a contradiction. You can also have a temporary for 5 years, 3 years. How? Suppose he is working with me as a faculty. He wants to go on to a PhD in Harvard for 5 years. He applies for sabbatical leave. 5 years sabbatical leave approved. That means his post is there. He is there. He is not here. So I can appoint somebody on his place temporarily for 5 years. But then the reasons have to be recorded. Or somebody met with an accident. Very highly skilled fitter, he met with an accident, temporarily disabled, cannot come to work for 3 years, 4 years. So his post is there. He is there. But he will not come to work. I can fit. So you create such a document, issue letter saying that you have been appointed on temporary in X place, who is temporarily disabled. So you are there for 3-4 years, 5 years. After the 5th year, your job comes to an automatic end. If you do that, the strike is. So the dispute is over. Even if you go to dispute, you can win it. See, that question is that you equip yourself, empower yourself in such a way that the guy will not be able to take for a ride. But practically it's the other way around. They will make you to make all mistakes. Like one example I told you, you are keeping the guy on temporary sheet for 5 years, you think that you are safe. Because you kept him on a temporary thing. But actually it's already become permanent. That is one. That becomes one issue. There's not much of it. The third issue is contract. Okay. Now what is contract level? What is the difference between temporary and contract level?
Third party.
Huh?
Third party.
Yeah, the contract labor is temporary normally, you keep it to your own time. Contract, like you said, you employ through some contract. Okay, you employ through the contract. Okay, then why I'm saying that is a big dispute. There should be no dispute at all. Huh? And like you said, most of the place contract employees are employed through contractor. Which means the dispute will be less, right? Common sense wise. But the other side, I'm saying the maximum dispute is because of that. Why? Please understand, it will help you really long. 15 years, 20 years, guys, don't have that kind of knowledge, or they don't want to know the correct knowledge. If you know the correct knowledge, you can manipulate, right? If you don't know, how will you manipulate? Now, why it's happening? Because the contract labors are, first of all, not to be used in core or manufacturing job. Okay? One, that means contract labor for a pharma industry could be a gardener, security guard, whitewashing once in a while, could be contract. Somebody who's making capsule or medicine from bringing the raw material to the manufacturing floor and working in the bench, finishing it, sending it to go down. It's called what it's called? Core job, or a processing job, or a manufacturing job. The Contract Labor Act says you cannot engage labor in this field. In fact, the name of the act itself is called Contract Labor Abolition and Regulation. Meaning by government doesn't want a concept called contract labor. As per our socialistic pattern of India. Yeah. So that is the act itself says contract labor abolition and regulation. Meaning by we don't want to have that. We want to complete abolition, but we are helpless. Hence, we are giving guidelines to regulate the contract. Very my point. So the contract labor are not supposed to be used in the core and our friends, especially all the manufacturing middle level guys from the shop floor guys, they are not bothered about all. So they want their work should go on, production should go on, So they'll bring, and the contract labor are more product. Because they are insecure, right? The permanent guys may not be that product. I'm not saying Tara, but relatively. So the middle level people are also too happy to bring the contract labor into a core job. Okay. Once we make them to work in a core job, come. So they will keep all the agenda, saying that I've been working in that. Now they'll ask for permanency. When they ask for permanency, management will say, no, you are a contract, like you are to contractor, I will not make you permanent. But legally they are strong. So it goes on, right? Because the employee knows that they will win it. So that becomes one way, and the employer doesn't want to make it like some blood pressure going up to employer. Especially I've seen in Gujarat and all, the employer, my God, if the moment any HR, I was a director there, I said, please make some of the contract labor permanent. The chairman was really boiling at me. What you are talking? Without knowing that you already made everybody is permanent. In where I was working, there are 700 contract labor working in the core job for 10 years. And it could have been managed right, by making every year some giving carrot, like every year I make 20 people as permanent. Still this guy could have continued. So our people say, no, we cannot make. We'll deal with them. They got our big step. That's pros and pros. So one is that we don't know, so we become adamant, we get it. Second thing, can a contract labor is eligible for a bonus?
Depends on the contract.
Huh?
Depends.
Is he eligible for a bonus? No, there are two people. Online student, am I audible? No, I will not be audible because no power.
Audible, sir.
Now the contract laborers, are they eligible for bonus like permanent or temporary workers? Yes or no? Because you come. Are they eligible or not?
So it's based on the
Okay, suppose the contract it says I will not pay bonus. They're not eligible, right? Okay. Now you have depending on the duration. Suppose somebody works for 2 years in contract.
It's mostly based on the core job.
Madam, I'll appoint this lecturer. This covers a very innovative ideas. Since the core job only will give you all the questions. Okay. Now, please understand, that's a concept called principal employee. All the 4 words be clear. Probation, permanency, temporary you are clear, right? Now, contract labor also 1 point you are clear. That is, contract labor can be engaged through contractor only in a non-core, non-manufacturing, non-peripheral job. I use the word non-core, non-manufacturing, non-peripheral job, which means not inside the plant. Okay. I was in Chennai last night. Nurses working in a government hospital, they kept them in through contract. After 3 years, they removed, saying that you work through contract. Some of them nearby, they met. I said, I'll give you a quick relief. Go to labor court saying that they kept me in the contract. They immediately don't go. Those poor nurses, they don't know how to go. They were trying to go to meet the commissioner, collector, and everybody, medical commissioner, to take the job back. I happened to say that one of my cousins was not well. So I met one nurse near next to my house. I said, I'll help you guys. They won't file a case in the labor commissioner. Then these guys kept me as a nurse through contractor, which is fact, which they are accepting, we are also accepting. And we worked up 3 years, this is all facts. Now the question is that they should not have taken me as a through contract. Hence, I should be given a contract. Don't run around the politicians and ministers and officers. Go to the court and get it. And I'm sure they'll get it. Because nobody can deny permanent job. Correct, no matter? Now, there's a concept of principal. Principal employer means even if you appoint labor workmen through contractor in non-core job, please remember the word. Even if you appoint contract labor through contractor in non-core job, okay, the primary responsibility comes to you as a principal employer, not to the contractor. Are you getting my point? Contractor can run away. No court can give a civil liability to contractor. No court can give criminal liability to contractor. He will make his more money commission and pay, not pay, he can get lost. No act can catch. But you as a principal employer, you are responsible for civil, not paying the thing, also for criminal conduct. So the concept is called principal employer. Now, another concept is here, contract employer or a employee or a temporary employee or permanent employee, all are equal in labor. All are eligible for same minimum salary, same bonus, same PF, same year. There is nothing like contract. There is nothing like, I hope it's clear to you. There is nothing like contract. It's clear to you, no? I mean, contract employees are as good as like permanent employee. For in case of minimum salary, in case of bonus, in case of PF, in case of ESI, in case of overtime benefit. You cannot discriminate. But we are all learned people, no? We have our own law in our mind. Because we already have an article contract, the contract. In that case, they are not eligible for. So you will not fix. It's very, very difficult. So the major strikes takes place with the contract. See, there are places, even the employee may not like more contract, but the government will not move. So I feel the contract labor strikes takes place because they will work for many years, 3-4 years. Either they lock you permanently, which you will say no, because your concept is they are not temporary, they are not permanent, or they will ask for bonus and things like that, which you will say you are not eligible, because they are right. So this is what I said, most of these strikes are because of our ignorance, not understanding the complaints. Complaints means what? Understand the labor law, whether it's minimum wage, whether it's contract labor definition, whether it's PF definition, whether it's bonus definition, understand it, implement it, comply with it in a transparent manner. Then you are the leader. Nobody can disturb you. If you don't do it, they will catch hold of you, and then you cannot do it. They have done the chief minister, prime minister, or even Supreme Court chief justice also cannot. Nobody can complain. On the top of it, we will be still alright. Once we know that we made a big mistake, two, we are not understanding we made a mistake. Even that stage, you can negotiate with them. I see there are 100, 200 contract labor, you negotiate with them. Okay, every year I'll make them. They'll practically agree. But you are adamant, then they have no way to watch. Okay, this is another issue. So now what we understood, one is that industrial strike can be avoided to a large extent. It is in your hand if you have know the labor law knowledge, if you do it in a transparent manner, if you understand the nitty-gritty very well, and you know the areas where it is likely to be. So what have we understood? Minimum wage, wage board, and 3 years settlement of wage, and the definition of permanent temporary contract labor, and then understanding the concept of principal employer. This 6-7 concept itself will make you equipped so much that you will not make a mistake. Make a mistake not after making a mistake, primarily from the beginning itself. And the second thing is, this is law. Practically, even if you take a contract labor, work in a non-core area, why the hell you keep the same employee for 2 years, 3 years? Then you keep for 2-3 years, obviously they joint hands somewhere, nah? They should make it a point to change at least 3 months, 6 months. You make a contract, that put a condition of the contract. See, where you have to deal with the contract in the contract, where you don't deal. You take all the liability on your own. If he is a contract, I'll tell you, okay, I'm giving you contract, I will give you 15%, 12%, provided every 3 months you change the employee. They are not highly skilled, right? They are only unskilled people working as security guard here. So if that happens, then they may not have united together. This I'm talking about the strategic level. Legally, what I do. Strategically, don't allow. Prevention is better than cure. They don't do. Now, this is one reason. I'll also quote you one of my examples where I was a director, where 3,000, 4,000 daily workers used to come as a contract, worker as a temporary. But these people are showing it as a contract. Okay. The industry is there, right? And they were not paying the minimum. Okay. And those lady workers also, they were not demanding. They are too happy without minimum. So these guys work with them in such a psychological level. They pick them in the house and in the bus. The moment they come, they'll give a royal breakfast. Then you come and have a nice breakfast. They will only take a wash of the face and talk to. They'll be picked up and brought to the plant, and they will give a nice breakfast, things like that. They'll go to work, tea they will get, excellent lunch they will get. Evening, they'll have snacks, and they carry snacks for the home, and they'll be dropped in the bus. This facility is given to them, they are not bothered. Minimum salary. This would have cost at that time, I'm talking about 10 years back. Well, what would have cost me 40,000. right? But for those people, it's a big benefit, I don't know to cook, I don't know to prepare, I don't go back and do all this. And the minimum salary that time was, for example, 50,000. And these guys were paying 10,000. 10,000 plus, you can add this 1,000 rupees, add another 500 rupees for transport. 11,000 plus, 3,000 rupees they are saving on per employee. 4,000-5,000 employees means how much? How much, man? Huh? On 4,000 employees, every month you are saving around 3,500. Huh? It should come in crores. It should come in crores. Now if you are an extra smart HR, now I talk legally, I talk strategically. Now you have to be practically. Now if you say, if I go talk to the managing director, the Paul John, is still there active. I said that you are not complying with that. If they Bhaskar, first tell me how can I save my 2 crore rupees? By not paying that minimum salary. Are you getting the twist? Don't come and tell me compliance, how can you help me? Because my industry is surviving on this 2 crore rupees saving per quarter. So how do you do it? Tell me. So okay, the workers are, you have to handle the worker. Workers are being handled this way, nicely handled. And those people are also not demanding, not like a male movement. These people also, they would like to come for 1 year, 2 years, they get married, they go here and there. So that's your plus point. They are not the one who are likely to put pressure on them. They are happy, go. As long as it comes for 3 months, 6 months, 1 year, it goes. Now, the law, the public will come and catch that you are paying less salary. Now, practically, how will you do? Law says you have to pay. Strategically, I say keep changing people, which may or may not be possible. 4,000 employees nearby villages only they have to come, may or may not be possible. The third thing is I say, now you have to help me in effectively managing non-compliance without getting into trouble. Are you getting my point? Effectively handling non-compliance without getting into trouble. How will you do it?
Sure, what I'm guessing.
Okay.
Still, you can show the minimum wage and as a deduction food and transport.
You do 1,500 can be
You can
2,000.
still show to government that I spent 5,000.
You have to justify that. This 1,500 itself may be already inflated. Right? Yeah, that's one way. Correct. And this is happening for a long time. And this every time the deputy labor commissioner will come, they pay the money, they will not come. Because the employees are not creating problems, they're coming. But it reached a level that public awareness picked up, and one day, one bus full of local MLA, local representative, all people have come to check up, saying that industry is cheating in connivance with the labor law department. It happened in my process. They wanted to come and catch the hand. How will you handle it? The employees are in your favor. If somebody comes and asks, are you getting minimum salary? They'll say, I'm getting minimum salary. If they say no, you could have done nothing. But they are with you. But still the department is noticing. You are doing manipulation. One bus full of people are now. Then go back. The local MLA, local councillor, all those people. So how will you handle it? It doesn't mean that you know law only, you should know law and leave it. No? You should know law. You should know how to window dress. You know how to strategically work it. You should also be ready as a contingency to practically handle. Am I right? That is the competency required from me. As HR, head or IR. How will you do it? Come on, guys. Morning only, it's not afternoon. How will you do it? And they come to catch you the minimum salary. As I told you, minimum salary is already given by the government. Okay, there's no dispute. And the minimum salary is applicable to anybody. Contract or temporary. You are not paid. They come to catch you. And you are all experts. Except you should do that for doing the right job or the wrong job also, right? Most of the income tax people don't do it. A lot of advocates they help you to manage the non-implementation without getting into trouble, right? That is what more consultancy is possible in India. Not in India. But in India, that's what possible. The whole India. Come on, guys, any guys?
Many companies they use other benefits of compensation.
Mhm.
Any other facility they're given, they will showcase that as part of deduction. Maybe food and transport is a big example. Any other facilities they would.
Okay, you are on the 400. That's what can be done. That's a dispute what can be done. He's coming somewhere near. He's coming here. He's coming here. He got the point. I think he's the only person who is not sleeping it. So he have a lot of food to have a very. But he's not sleeping. You're right, you come to. Huh? No, what is the figure? Can you explain what I'm looking for?
Minimum wage is different for certain hours taken.
Minimum wage is different per day in India, not per hour. Okay, now suppose 15,000 is the minimum salary. How will you work out per day, sir? Again, please, this itself has gone, this case has gone up to Supreme Court. What I'm saying, how do you calculate per day? 15,000 rupees is the minimum salary, right? Now, what is the per day salary? You come to the right point, madam, I will tell you. Huh? How will 15,000 is for a monthly salary? What is per day salary? What is the divide? 30 days or 31 days?
30 or 31 days depending on the month, sir.
30, 31 days. Then you take a 1 day, sir. That's what per day, sir. Right? That's totally wrong. Now, this one is gone up to Supreme Court. Supreme Court said 15,000 divided by 26. Equal to 1 day, sir.
So because 26 is the actual working days
Okay.
and 4 week offs we
Yeah.
get it. That's
So-
what they are taking 26.
Sir,
Yeah,
normally what you say, we divide by 30.
that is, it comes less, sir. If you divide by 30, it will go more.
If you divide
Divide-
15,000 divided by 26 per day.
It comes more, sir, and when you have to show them, when we are giving less to the employees, we can say that it is 30, you can divide by 30, sir.
Madam, you divide
Sir,
15,000.
that is okay, 15,000, it will show you more, sir. That is okay.
Yeah,
When you are seeing to the employee, you are telling them
not
that
imply, you are saying from the labor market.
it is okay. We'll divide by 26, only so that it shows more,
Yeah, it will be.
yeah.
Yeah, number one, it is right. The point is, when you calculate per day wage, Supreme Court settled, previously we all used to do something. In it has come into dispute in various acts, PF Act, Bonus Act, and every act, how do you calculate per day? Finally, Supreme Court settled act. Monthly days divided by 26 equal to 1 day. Sir. Okay. Now, why did they say that, master? In this case, suppose the employee worked for 25 days, 20 days. In my case, wherever I said, mostly the ladies may not be working all 26 days. They must work for 20 days, they could work for 15 days. Now, the inspection committee will come to see you, per day minimum salary paid out. They are not going to see 15,000 paid out. You are getting my point. Suppose you calculate that, what is that, she started, it could not concluded. 15,000 divided by 26, probably, or calculate.
576.
576 water. Now, suppose you work for 20 days. As according to act, how much I should have paid? 20 multiplied by 561.
11,500.
I have to pay 11,500, not 15,000. Legally, right? Legally, I don't have to pay 15,000. I have to pay you that. Now, third point is, you divide this 11,000, whatever I suppose I paid 13,000, not 15, not 15. Now I manipulate the number of days present. Whatever I pay, divide it in such a way that it matches with your number of days working multiplied by 5. In other words, your attendance has to be a double attendance. Actually work for 20 days, but my salary register will show you work for only for 20 days. That way your window does get in town. Which is easy set. But for a large number of employees, you have to keep 2 systems, 2 attendance, 2 payrolls, 2 things. But at the end of the day, you keep someone separate, HR officer for the can make 30% of salary. So then you crores of rupees. Correct. This is a practical thing. Okay. Now, this is scenery. So far, we talked about the IR situation in India, to conclude it back. The IR dispute, whether you call it IR or ER or industrial dispute, industrial layoff, strike and all those things, very, very crucial for a large manufacturing industry. It has to be handled properly, otherwise you lose crores of rupees manufacturing everything. And it's primarily responsible on the employer, if they know how to understand the law, comply it strategically, practically, then you can avoid it. The main reasons could be these two areas, contract labor and bonus. This is the background in India. Okay, any questions on that?
Sir, like, when we are issuing this, we are going to issue actual data.
Hold on to only the manufacturer. You know, properly they are not, that is why you repeat it twice. These people are handled very well. They will not make a dispute. The moment they make a dispute, you cannot manipulate all. You are looking after them that well. There are the plant guys and are looking after them very well. Those people, even some people won't ask them, are you getting 15 cents? They'll say yes.
They'll not even get salaries.
Huh? They will not give. They don't need. They are not, they don't. No, the same thing cannot, the same thing you cannot do in the automobile industry where all ITA guys are coming to work as a contractor. See, the change happened, the labor's education standard has gone up, awareness has gone up. Okay, here the people are, it's not that they are not aware, they are not keen. First of all, they are not keen to work more than 6 months or 1 year. They are all come from relatives or they want to go away to getting married, all okay, they are not keen. So they are okay. They are okay with whatever casually getting it, they are okay. 2 years itself, they get some 40,000-50,000 rupees while enjoying working. For them, it's okay, fair enough. But this guy is working in unskilled, but he's already ITA guy, or 12 standard, 10 standard guy. His awareness, you know, the paradigm of the workman's education is gone. That probably will not do it. You have to be careful. Okay. This is the background. Any questions on the background? We have not started the subject. Okay. We just only started the background. Yeah.
Regarding this, the company's law, the labor law, is there anything definite defined that the company has to define that these are the activities comes under skilled, unskilled, or semi-skilled?
Yeah. Very well defined. Very well defined. Unskilled, semi-skilled, skilled, highly skilled, supervised. They are given examples also. For example, unskilled, security guard. You know, machine assistant, oil man. Skilled, semi-skilled. Semi-skilled is a bus cleaner, tractor cleaner. You know, somebody, electric assistant. Skilled, full-fledged electrician, full-fledged fitter, machinist. They given complete. So that is where we don't have to struggle or interpret.
Because in many of the manufacturing companies, when I work for manufacturing company, I have not seen any as such definition on the.
Very well. It is defined in your Minimum Wages Act. If you go every year Minimum Wages Act comes out, it will give you a definition. If you go through the wage board, it will give you a definition. If you go through the basic law, which is not with the Industrial Dispute Act or Standing Order Act, there are standard acts, which is not there. The definition is given very clear.
These definitions are there, but how the company has to strictly display that in the company, or it has to be make awareness to the employee, or is it like that?
It's a law. Both of it's applicable to both of us, employee as well as employed. Suppose a fitter, you pay him unskilled salary. Maybe the difference may be only 1,000 rupees. He will not accept. More than money, it becomes the prestige issue. I'm a fitter, you are making me like a fuel or something.
If he knows, he will, but if he doesn't know.
No, my dear sir, everybody knows. No, that's what I told you, the workman's education and all, 20 years back, you are too old now. Long back, it was possible. Now, no man. Which industry, 10 standard, 12 standard, less than qualification guys are coming? Very alarming is good and bad. More IT guys are for an unskilled job. So you will have a big challenge. Have I answered your question? So there is a definition given in various acts.
I think they are not disseminating this information to the in the company.
If they don't know, you are happy. If the employee don't know, you can still manipulate somewhere in there. Which we call it fitment cases. Fitment cases means the guy is the fitter, skilled one. You are paying a semi-skilled salary, treating him as a fitter assistant. So he can ask you to fit me in the right way. So in industry, we call it fitment case. This also becomes sometimes dispute. Okay, this is we are talking about the background. We are not touched on labor law code. Any other questions on the background? Any guidelines for keeping temporary? I told you there are two temporary guidelines. One is that you need temporarily people. There's a temporary production needed due to festival, due to some, God forbid some natural calamity has happened. Okay, or I'm coming to launch a new product. I want to test. So you give a genuine reason. The act is based on common sense. Act doesn't want you to exploit, no? So there, if you prove there's a temporary need for me to have extra production, extra car to be produced.
Minimum time period.
Yeah, time boundaries would be temporary period is 1 year. Maximum 2 years. 1 year you're safe. 6 months only. 1. 2, third is you write it clearly in the appointment letter. Give an appointment letter. Write in the letter. Purely temporary. For this purpose you are hired. For this time you are hired. And your job comes to an automatic end. Before that. Otherwise, if you don't put an automatic end, then at the end you are supposed to give a notice. And you don't give a notice, it becomes a dispute. But first itself you put an appointment letter. You are here for 7 months. Because of this reason. And your job will come to an automatic end after 7th month notice. There will be no further communication from us to terminate you or communicate. If that clause is not there, then you are supposed to pay him notice. And if you don't pay notice, that can also be
Maximum, in a contract, maximum number of years can be at 2 years as per law.
temporary. I'm not talking about
Temporary,
contract.
maximum 2 years in a temporary as per law.
See, contract labor could be any number of years.
Sorry, temporary.
Yeah. Preferably, psychologically also, no? Legally, psychologically, strategically, practically, you have to have a holistic approach. His strength will also go up if you keep somebody 4 years as a temporary. Unless you give, like I told you keep somebody 5 years, but give again appointment letter, justify. Excess, I got a temporary disability. Will take 3 years to come back. This job is in his place. You are appointed in his place for 3 years. The day he comes, your job comes to an automatic end. Is it safe or not? Common sense wise, are you right or not? If you don't write it, then there is some sort of ethical issue, whether you are cheating or you cheating.
Sometimes we extend the contract after 10 months.
Yeah.
For example, when we had new tenure, we hired for a year, then we had another 5
You're talking about temporary or
contract.
contract?
So when we extend, we contract 1 week later, 1 year. So it goes to that, we also extend for 1 year. Under legal form.
The contract employee can be kept any number of years. Because contract employees are not employed by you, employed by contractor. That is where the advantage is. Then why, when I say, okay, it's a good question, all of you understand. When I said contractor employees also equivalent eligible to for minimum salary, minimum bonus, minimum PF, PSA. So then what is the advantage I'm giving to them? I told you guys, contract employees are also eligible for same minimum salary, same bonus, same everything. So if I have to do the same thing, why should I keep it through contract? Listen. Even if he works for 5 years, he cannot claim permanency for you. Even if you have 10 years for him, he cannot work permanency. Provided you use him in non-core, non-processing, non-manufacturing. That's the only account. So you extended the contractor job, you can extend it, not 1 year, 2 years, 5 years, you can extend. But the moment they prove it, those are through contractor they are taking, but they are making it work in core, we are not. Then you have to negotiate and settle with them. Then you cannot talk law. Then you have to go down, negotiate, yield to him, give and take. Okay, there are 100 people I take 10 this year, and then will keep on taking few years. So in that law, you can do. So in other words, you have to be competent, strategically, practically, negotiation wise. All this possible when how? One, your knowledge is there. One, your compliance is there. When you understood the situation, then you know where are you, at what level you are in deep trouble, Then you will negotiate or beat up. That's it. No? What is handling IRK? IRK should to balance where to be tough, where to yield and negotiate. Only these two skills. But this is a difficult skill for any guy to have that kind of balance. Where to yield, where to be tough. If you are strong, if you have done everything, be tough, don't yield. If you yield it, you are getting into future trouble. But you already made a big mess. There you don't talk law. Negotiate, yield and handle it and improve it. Okay, any other question?
This labor code or maximum contract labor clause are defined for factory premises or for working professional also it carries the same.
Good question. Good question. Good, yeah. I think all of us should have a nice coffee. This asking good question. Okay. Anybody want to answer this question? Repeat your question.
This contract labor part is applicable for manufacturing unit or also white collar professional jobs.
Okay, answer. Very good question, yeah. Contract labor is that who? Is an employee or is a white collar or a workman? That is why labor law also you understand like mathematics. Law understand like very easy. It's also very good question. Contract labor is equivalent to workman. Okay, he is not in our parlance officer or a leader or anybody. So that means Contract Labor Abolition Act is applicable to only to workmen. I will answer your question.
Yeah.
But come to first of all, first condition is contract labor means Contract Labor Abolition Regulation Act is applicable to only workmen. Who is a workman? All of you. Count out people whose salary is not more, who is simply obeying, who is not issuing any order. There's a definition for workman also. He is getting minimum salary, he doesn't have a decision making authority, he only gets a command and obeys. That is a workman. Okay, now he says, okay, sir, when you say Contract Labor Act is not applicable to white collar job, where the hell I will go? Correct?
Yeah.
That's your next one.
Because there are few team members, earlier team members, they were on contract, on third party,
He is
working for me for 3 years.
He is not a workman. So hence he cannot go to contract labor. But they also work through contract. Through contract or second party, third party. And all.
Staffing
Solutions
solution.
of that. So where does he get the grievance? Right? So how will he get his grievance? Maybe that they promise to pay some certain bonus or certain incentive, certain increment over the salary, right?
Yes.
Typical.
Yes.
Which is not being done. Where will they go for it? That's your question. I understood your
Yes,
question.
sir.
Come on, guys, answer.
As long as their work is defined comes under non-core, non-peripheral, will come as a contract, whether it is irrespective of white collar or the blue collar employees. As per the definition of the contract, so if they are not into the core job, or if they are into the non-core, then we can call it is allowed for contract.
No, see, we made it very clear. That's what the basic concept we clear. I already told you contract labor means workman. Right. Who is a workman, the definition of workman, Okay, that means this is not at all applicable to that guy, white collar. So white collar income, there's no question of core, non-core, operation or marketing. There's no definition.
Correct.
Right? You go step by step, arithmetically go, legally, conceptually. Okay. When it comes to that guy, he is not concerned with the core or non-core. You are a contract officer, contract high paid guy. Okay. Then which act is applicable? Okay, now I'll ask him this question. Now, one is that X has been appointed for that senior level job through second staff solution. Okay. Then Y has been appointed directly by me, by the employer to the employee, on a high salary. There's no difference between the both. Both come under the Indian Contract Act, Agreement Act. That is Contract Regulation Abolition Act. Your appointment is what? Your appointment letter is like a purchase order. You may not have thought about it. I'm telling you clearly. Your appointment letter is like a purchase order under the Contract Act. What is Contract Act? You give you some product or service, I'll pay so much, there are terms and conditions. That's purchase. Similarly, your appointment letter comes under the not Contract Regulation Act, Indian Contract Act. All the agreements are defined under the Indian Contract Act. Your appointment is an agreement. Implementable agreement under the Contract Act. Clear, brother? So then there are three kinds of contract. It's a different, totally different. There's a valid contract, invalid contract, voidable contract. I don't know whether people want to it or not. I'd like to know. I would like to know. No, but I'd like to know. It goes much beyond that one. So now let's start. Whether you are appointed on a permanent 40-50 lakh salary, whether he is appointed 30 lakh to her, both of you are same. Both of you are like a purchase order. Both of you are your appointment under nothing but an agreement. The agreement comes under the Indian Contract Act. Okay. Indian Contract Act defines three kinds of agreement. Valid agreement, invalid agreement, invalid or void. Third is voidable agreement. Now we have to see what is valid. What is valid agreement? I as an employer gives an appointment to somebody who is more than 21 years, who is behind this all right, and I'm paying more than minimum salary. He is employed for a rightful legal job. Train all the way. Two adults issuing a letter for doing a rightful legal moral job and fixed a consideration. There's an offer. What is an offer? You want to work for it. There's a consideration, I pay you so. What are the other issues? It is for a legal, moral issues, not an illegal against the law. Then the agreement is signed. If this is a valid agreement, it has to be performed. Performed meaning by if I don't pay the bonus or if you don't pay the salary, you have all the right to execute, get the agreement implemented, or that is called as performance of the agreement if it is a valid agreement. Are you clear? The conditions are offer, he wants to sell. The consideration is that I have to pay him reasonable salary, and then he accepted it. The purpose is for moral, legal, not illegal, or not against the law. If this is all done, it's a legal, valid agreement. Then the other formalities, it is given an official letterhead or registered in the stamp paper. All those things done, it's an agreement. It's a valid. What is an invalid agreement?
Which is only maybe drafted but not signed by the parties, or the clause are not as per the Indian.
No, I use the word illegal, immoral, against the law. Same thing I use. I appointed you as a general manager. I paid you 1 lakh salary. Both of are done, both of are not insane, both are not lunatic. These are the conditions needed for them. But the job for which appointed is illegal. Maybe that they steal money and come and give to me. That can also be appointment, right? Or go loot or do something, or do some kidnapping and do that.
Big thing.
Or something against them. Other thing. So that is invalid. Okay, the third invalid is that I'll come to that. Suppose the minimum salary is say 25,000 rupees, even for a you are supposed to pay even officers also there are some certain things. You agree to take less. You said don't pay me 25,000 or even 20,000 is more. For moral, legal, everything, income, everything, and the consideration you agreed less. Okay, and both of us are signed. You signed, I signed, both of us are insane, mature people for legal purpose, but the consideration is not as per the law. Then that is called invalid.
Is it valid to legal?
It is not valid to because you are not. It is against the law.
Adhering to the law.
It is against the law. Maybe, but I will give you another. Your father has got a house. Sorry, guys, you are deviating from other act. Your father has got a house. Okay, you and your father, you don't have a good. Your father wants to give the house on rent to his own. Okay, the market rent is 25. Okay, and he gives to his friend for 15,000 rupees. There's an agreement, right? Your father has given his house to his friend, leasing letter, offer acceptance. Only the consideration is instead of 15,000,
Less than the market.
the market. Is it a valid agreement?
Is valid.
Huh.
Because both are.
Okay, he's right. What? No, you should ask, which is not right, because I said less than the market. That is called consideration. That says consideration is not a condition for a marriage. Now, the same example I'm going to twist. Okay, he has given the same house to his friend for 0 rupees. Rent. He has given to his friend that you come and stay for next 3 years, there is an agreement, you maintain the house and all, you pay me 0 rupees. This agreement is not bad. Because the agreement one clause is consideration. Consideration need not be market sell or market rate, but there has to be consideration. I agree with my point. So invalid agreement means either people are not mature, or the purpose is not legal, or it's against some law, or the consideration. Okay. So third, what is void? Voidable. Void is called voidable. What is voidable? Some mistake is there, which can be removed. For example, it has not been signed in the stamp. Okay. Or sometimes the bonus which has not been captured. So you both of you agree, okay, there's a mistake, yeah, we will remove it. So it's the other party who can voidable means he can improve. Okay, this is the contract act agreement under the Indian contract. Now coming back to our old example, your question, now you are trying to answer your question at the end. Your question is somebody has been appointed to X guy. He has not been paid what for that. He has got all the rights, right? To whom? To you or to the kid? Here there is no principal employer. There the principal employer is workman you. In this case, X has been appointed to you through Y. Right. So he can claim everything through Y only. There is a contract between X to Y, Y to you. Y is providing service to you. So I am a service provider for IT companies. I am giving skill set and all. So there is an agreement between you and me.
You pay to that employees, you pay to the contract.
Yeah, see, there is a contractor, there is an employee and a contract, or a service provider. And there is an agreement between me and the company. So whatever dispute between you and me, we can solve. Whatever is dispute, he has to solve only to me. Unlike in workman case.
But he is going and working in his premises, like in the
What so what?
principal.
So what?
Still, he is not liable for
Because
it.
you are not a principal employer. There is no question of principal employer in your case. So you guys are satisfied now, right and left, we remove people. Notice period or layoff or not. You touch and see, name a workman, any company. All this you are thinking, in and day out. You know, one day they give joining bonus, the other day they remove thousands of people, they do all nonsense, right? Let them touch and do with one workman, lay them up, terminate them. Comes it. Nobody can touch them. You cannot do it. So we are the weak people. Those who got into, I can remove you, I can lay you off, I can give you notice, I can torture you, I can change you to somewhere else. There are workmen I cannot even torture. Then it comes in, say, what change in the working condition. You know, we try to do sometimes. You know, some workman is nasty, we try to transfer him to Bengaluru to Mysore or somewhere. You cannot do that. That will come to unfair labor practice. That's the word called unfair labor. There's a word called change in the working conditions. Working condition was supposed to be there. Now you are doing it for victimizing that guy. You cannot touch. Now when can you touch? No, have I answered your question?
Yes, sir.
Now I raise another question. So you said, sir, when can I touch workman? When can you touch workman?
Any malpractice is done by him or any unethical
There
work.
are 5 ways you can touch a workman. Okay, you have a standing order 58, 60, whatever retirement you can. 2 is he resigns, he can resign. You cannot stop him from resigning. 2 is he is resigning. Third is that you are laying off legally. That is what the new labor law code comes. Laying off means you have to get the permission of the government, then lay off. Okay, or you lock down the fire industry, not that particular guy. The particular guy can be removed by giving a charge sheet, by making it appear before the inquiry committee, like a civil court procedure. Some inquiry officer has to come and give all those procedures done. This guy has been found guilty of misconduct, of disobedience, or spoiling the properties, or ethically doing something. That whole procedure has to be proved. Then only you can remove them. Correct?
What we call for that word?
Sorry?
So that what we call, or
It is called misconduct charge sheet procedure. Disciplinary charge sheet procedure. Only through that way you can, which is a very cumbersome. Acha, one thing is cumbersome. Even if you remove, you go to labor court, 90% labor court will say reinstate. This was the scenario before the labor code. Because our Indian constitution said socialistic pattern. They worked with this constitution in background, saying that we exploit people should be taken care of, let productivity go to health. That was the basic concept. In that way, labor court also behaving the same way. Anybody goes to labor court, labor law, 90% the judgment will go in favor of labor. So normally we all know there's no point in touching this. We touch you guys only easily. Because the weak guys, some we don't touch. We take it for granted that to be there. Okay, this has been the fact. Any question? We not even touch you here. What is the time? 1.5 hours more? Huh?
Not one.
Yeah.
10:40.
That's okay. Okay. Now, is that clear?
what is it?
Union? I'm not getting a question. Most of the companies have. Anybody with 7 members can form a union. Under the Trade Union Act, any 7, 10 member can pay the fees for a union. Now, what's the question? Right.
You are not having. So on what basis they are existing in the organization?
Union fee. See, as far as to have a union registered, it is a contract. You pay the fee, 500, 300, whatever. Fee to the authority, 10 people join and form a trade union again. Then you become a part. That is the legal. Practically, how you will be successful depends upon the number of people you have formed. Otherwise, there are a lot of trade unions, nothing.
To safeguard the rights of the employees they form. That's a simple. There can be many, things which
So,
can go.
forming a labor union is not a difficulty till yesterday. The labor law code changed the law. Okay, that was another reason for strike. Multiple union. Like I said, 80% never had, 20% was remaining. The 20 was because of multiple trade unions trying to fight for the sake of money. Now, this is the scenario. Are we clear? Now, what is labor law code? So we had, how many law acts we had so far in India? Can you imagine? Not looking at. Somebody need to help me. It was working, now it's not working.
Right now?
Yeah, yeah. Well, yeah, okay. If you want, you can stay there, yes. Okay, this guy got a promotion. Okay, now, as I said, when we talk about labor law, it is concerning to workmen, not to you, not to you. Okay, let's be very clear. Okay, you are all not privileged, they are more privileged. Okay, you are like a you are a contractor. In all practical sense, right? They may call it permanent. They may call it you are directly employed. What is the difference between you directly working and coming to the other agent? Any difference practically? I don't see it. Practically. Okay. Now, we have more than 44 levels. Before 2021. Since 1947. We have more than, now and we are going to talk about the project, which is the labor code which has come after 40 years. Modi's government has come forward to revise the labor law to make it more amenable so that both parties get benefits. Employer also get benefit, employer also get benefit. 2, what is the third objective? So that he can get a foreign investment. Most of the foreign investment was not taking place in India because they thought your labor laws are not that, and not like me, those foreigners, they want to be complex. I give you my example of notorious manipulation. No? Those guys, they believe in due diligence, compliance, the foreign investment. They don't want to do all those machines. Everything clean and all that. So they thought we cannot do due diligence, so we cannot come and invest. So Modi government has been forced to revise the labor law first time. So primarily to attract the foreign investment in India. In the process, they're taken care of both employee and employee. That is the objective of the labor law. It went on for 4 or 5 years. Finally, it got approved in 2021. it is approved by the parliament, passed by the parliament, approved by the president of India. Even then, till today, many state government has not passed the rules to implement. They are still trying to delay. 2021, the labor law code has been passed by the parliament, approved by the president of India. Even today, most of the state governments are trying to delay implementation because the act is one, rule is one. How to implement the act is called rule. That has to be prepared by the state government. Because the labor comes under the concurrent list. There's a concept of central list, state list, and concurrent. So these guys are delayed. But now they are going back. So before that time, you had more than 44 minimum wages act, payment of wages act. That all takes care of wages. Bonus act, factory act, the employment act, standing order act, workman compensation act, industrial dispute act, contract labor abolition act. Like that, there are more than 44 acts. Out of 44, at least 24 acts are more prevalent. This was the scenario before that. All of you get familiar with this act. This all of you are, which comes primarily on wages and things like that. Minimum wages, factory act. Now, and each act was in favor of 99% in favor of it. So, there's an ESA Act, PF Act. This is all about social security. You give an employee PF, you give an employee ESA, you give an employee graduate. The new code has come. They said it's too cumbersome, 44. And when you go back to the old act, each act will define the minimum wages in different ways. For example, when you have to pay PF, they will say maximum salary for PF reduction is 15,000. Okay. When you say you have to pay bonus at the rate of 8.3, the minimum salary is 21. The term minimum wage, but different act is different in different manner. For PF Act, they say 15,000 is the maximum code for dividing 12% of PF. But paying the bonus, it will say 21. So each act has got a different kind of nomenclature. So the new Labor Act said, no, let us remove all those phenomena. Okay. This is ES Act, PF Act. So the new wages come under 4 codes only. They're trying to remove the 44 acts into 4 codes. And the 4 codes are one on wages. Wages means minimum salary, bonus, all those things. Okay. 2 is your social security. Social security is PF, ESI, gratuity. All those things are put under second code. Right. The third code is IR code. IR code is like what we discussed. Workman, compensation, dispute, strike, lockout, illegal strike, legal strike, illegal lockout. All those nonsense they brought under IR. Third, the fourth they brought under occupational safety, health and working conditions. A lot of industries known for, people get into sickness, compensation, safety is not there. They don't provide safety gloves and things like that. So employee safety is important. So they brought employees health, safety under one code. Employee social security got one code. They got wages, bonus wages under one code. IR dispute related one code. So the 44 acts they trying to bring into 4 codes. Are you clear? So hereafter it's going to be only 4 codes, not 44 acts. Okay. Still, as I told you, still many state government is trying to delay the implementation. Though it is a law. When the President of India signed it, it's a law. But why they are not implementing it? The rule has to be prepared by the state government. And why they are not preparing? Because the union wants to have the big good points implemented here. The bad points the union does not accept. Okay. For example, previously there was only one factory. You have 3 levels. Okay. 3 union, each one of side of 2,000 people, and each union claims I have 1,000 people. Or one union got 1,000, one union got 400, one union 300. Each one is creating a strike. Multiplicity of union, unnecessary strike. Now, as per the new amendment, what they said is, whichever union has got more than 51% workmen, they will be fined. All the 4 unions are useless. Previously, it was the no man's land. Anybody 7 member can file a union, and everybody can claim some 100 to. And then workmen also very smart. They will show the name in every union. What is the paying some minimum wage? Now the new labor law brought us this thing. Any workman found member in second union, they will be suspended. So it's a restriction on employee, he cannot claim. 1. 2, it's a restriction on union. Anybody has got 51 plus only can negotiate with the employee. Are you getting my point? which means it is not in the interest of the union. So there are many things like that. Whatever it is not in their favor, so they don't want. Whatever it has come in their favor, they like it. So, but there are, finally, if you see the whole act, it has taken care of everything. It has taken care of employees' benefit, it has taken care of employees' benefit. It is the overall interest of the country, economy, and foreign. But Indian workmen of the union, let also they like our best things. So basically, this 4 levels. Now, look, it has been passed, it has not yet come, which I already told you. Now, what are the reforms? What is the big thing? We should know what is the labor law code change. Previously, when you give an appointment at the court, as I said, the workman used to be 15,000. Minimum wages 21,000. Bonus, some ESI something. One. We as an employer, we also used to manipulate the appointment letter. We try to keep the minimum basic salary less. Suppose I'm paying you 20,000, I'll keep your basic salary 5,000. I'll pay house rent, I'll pay this allowance, that allowance, so that I don't have to pay more bonus, I don't have to pay more PF, I don't have to pay more PS. Are you getting my point? Correct. I'll manipulate in such a each industry, each HR will play. He will try to keep the basic salary less. The act says no. Take the CTC, 50% would be deemed as a basic. And that will be common to all acts. Are you getting my point? So first is that you are manipulated the way you wanted to avoid PF and DSA and bonus contribution. Now you cannot do it. It is in the interest of the employee. He is going to get more. Even this employee reacts. Why? Even this class employee doesn't want. Why?
Employees also sharing his PF and all that.
Employees carry home goes less. Because more PF deducted from him also, more ESA deducted from them also. Although it goes in their favor finally. So the carry home is less one, but employer's cost is going up. Previously, which I was saving, say suppose somebody is 20,000 salary. I was paying 5,000 rupees only PF as a bonus. Now I have to pay around 10,000. So my cost goes up. But your cost apparently goes up. Your carry home is less, but still employees are not happy. That's one reason. They will say that you pay me this also, that also. That is one major. That's one major form. Now that we can. Now, what we said, more PF, more PSA, more bonus, more cost to the company, less take home salary. This is one issue still employees are fighting that we will not accept it. Now, what is the objective of this book? The objective is that they don't want many labor inspectors, commissioners, and everybody to come into all. They are needed because of definition of this minimum wage, the return, things like that. Then I made it in such a simplified manner. Through portal, you take everything 50%. So the inspector was, inspector checking, this goes in favor of employee. You will not get asked through the inspector. You don't have to pay. You be transparent, you get away. So what they call it, minimum government, maximum governance. And the second point is, we have more than what suppose say for example 100 crores workers are in organization. More than 100 crores are unorganized. This labor law bringing unorganized sector also into, we take most of the act, I said it's applicable to. Most of the act is applicable where 20 plus workers are working. Like the PF Act, Bonus Act, TS Act, where the workman is less than 20, the acts are not applicable. You are running your own dukan. So you don't have to pay minimum salary, you don't have to pay all those things. Those are all called unorganized sector. Now the new act has come, we are doing away with the minimum number. Even one workman, he will be covered under the PF. One workman. So maximum unorganized sector people, but why they brought it? They think that in India the unorganized sector people are exploited. They are not getting medical benefit, they are not getting benefit. They are not getting traveling allowance. Suppose Bihar okay, traveling to Delhi to work in maximum industry. They should be given every year one time going and going. So this point has been taken to take care of unorganized workmen also getting into the ambit of labor law. So far the labor law was applicable to workmen, to factory which has got 20 plus workers and an organized sector. Now it will be applicable to anywhere, everywhere. Even tomorrow if you are going to start a small company, 5 people as a consultancy will be applicable. So that's another major change. Then compliance to be reduced. And last point is they give more social security. I mean, more PF, more PSI, more organic sector people will come up, and the implementation of the social security part is taken very seriously. That is the, that again goes, now what are the things we see? Employee gets a lot of social security. Employer's cost goes up. This is one side. So what employer got? Already I am saying that all the labor laws in favor of employee. So employee should get some benefit or not. What kind of benefit employee can get? So far understood, right? What kind of benefit employee should?
As you said, that the employer, is, earlier the number of inspectors to come and harass them.
That goes down.
Yeah, that goes down, that is a benefit to the employer.
Keeping the records also easy.
Yes.
But the cost goes up.
Of course.
Then
Strikes will be less, people are less union.
strikes could be
Why?
automatically less because of this thing implemented. Like I said, that the reason for the strike may go down. Okay, right? What else? Online students, I hope I'm audible. You are all listening. Online. Hello.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
So what the employer should get? Whatever we talked so far, it's in favor of employee, right? More unorganized people, more CTC, more PM, more ESI, more bonus. Everything in care of employees. And the act is simplified so that labor doesn't get confused with which act I'll go through. They'll go through only 4 codes to any resolution. So it's all in favor of employee. What is an employee?
Tax exemption.
If they do the compliance thing in a proper required manner, then they can have some rebates from government.
Okay, before that, I come. Some more benefit. Now they are introducing minimum pension of 3,000 to employee. Under the new level. Gratuity amount used to be 10 lakh, now it is increased to 20 lakhs. And the 20 lakhs is income tax free. Okay, previously it was 10 lakh, now it is 20 lakh, the 20 lakh also income tax free. You don't have to pay. Income tax itself becomes the 50 lakh. Right? That benefit goes to the employee. The third thing is maternity leave, increased from 12 to 26 weeks. Again in favor of employee. Okay. Fourth is floor wage. They kept a floor wage. There's nothing like a minimum salary of this, that. They kept a floor, nice hijacked floor wage. And then PSI to unorganized sector also. Transport allowance for migrant workers. Unorganized workers who come to work in Bihar to Delhi or some state to some state, they have to be given at least once in a year the going and coming charges by the concerned. Okay, then minimum wage has been increased from 18,000 to 24. Previously, the minimum wage is either 15,000 or 21,000. Now the minimum wage cannot be less than 24,000. Okay, these are the new ones. Then they also trying to make, even for a workman, they are supposed to create like the employment exchange. We are supposed to keep the record, we are supposed to keep the vacancies available, made available to other people, which I don't know how far it's practical. But they made it the point, whenever you have a vacancy, it should be made available to the portal. Like we have in carriers in website. Your workmen also they're trying to do. These are probably goes in favor of employees. Okay. Women empowerment, I mean, with the board of directors, the work council or the representatives, women have to be more present, 30%, 40%. Compulsory diversity. Not only the union, only the men dominate. Now it has to be women empowerment as well. Okay. This all goes in favor of employees. Now, the other major thing which is good, this one. You have 3-4 unions. There should be a lot of help. Because of employee, because employee is member of every union. Wherever it goes, it will go. So that will create multiplicity, rivalry union. You getting into trouble, not as logical and reason. The 20%. So now they said 50% workers only can represent it in the negotiation. And workman, if he is found to be in two, he can be suspended and removed from them. So workman has been gone. So this probably takes care of industrial peace. You know, to some extent. Otherwise, multiplicity of union, you are creating a strike unnecessarily and all those things. Only one union will be that whichever union has got 51% will only apply. Employees unnecessary rights cut and employer feels comfortable deal with only one. All right, this is a major welcome from the industry. What are the other benefits? What are the other things? Right, again, we are trying to promote unemployed adults. You workmen. Where you're looking for an industry, with a strike or knockout, they are likely to give some unemployed adults for short 3 months, 2 months. So that during that period, you can look for a job and take it, which is all not there so far. There are additional benefits for them. Then the tribunals now, previously labor court would take 5 years, 6 years to dispute. Now they appointed more tribunal labor courts, by which they have to resolve the dispute in 3 months, 6 months. So that means they created, what is the difference between labor court and labor tribunal? What is labor court? Labor court is any particular employee or a group of employees. The bonus dispute. We have been paid. We want 80%, they paid 50%, we go to the labor court. They are like, civil court. Or some employee have been terminated, you go to the one employee terminated, a group of employees. This so particularly, primarily, ex-employee or some few employees more. Tribunal is more on the whole industry. The industry itself, the minimum wage is high. The labor goes to that industry or the government itself creates an issue dispute. Tribunally, it's going to affect the whole industry or whole nationally. So there is a national tribunal, there's a state tribunal. Or there's an IT industry, there are issues there. The state level tribunal will get in on the vote, give guidelines to the industry, government, like your night shift working, security providing, all those things. It may not concern with a particular employee, but it's a major issue. So there should be a difference between a labor court and tribunal. So more tribunal is appointed to solve the issue. So again, now so far, how many we got a lot of benefits for the employee. Employer has got only one benefit, which is the trade union. That's also not directly, indirectly. It's a big benefit. What are other benefits the employer or should get? Because I said the whole objective when Modi government has started this thing, basically to get the foreign investment. One reason foreign investment was not happening because of our labor law. Those guys wanted to be clean, compliant, and run a peaceful business, not get into our jugaadgiri, our manipulation, all those things they don't do. Even a lot of multinationals, they don't even give gifts and things like that, right? They want to give something. They don't give, they don't believe. The Indians, so now I think Indian company also come down. 20 years back, you will have the Diwali distribution, ID distribution, all those things will be. I remember 20, 30 years back when I was first time CEO, we prepared ABC list. A is high level gift, B is good level gift, C is, and then there will be people allotted. You go to so guy, you give this. You go to so guy, you give this. There will be farmers. So these guys are not keen on it. They don't want to pay it. So now what is that we get it? Any guess? Or whatever you give, it's a good benefit to apply, right? What else employer should be? Okay, these are the benefits.
PLI next.
Huh?
PLI.
You go through, these are the major benefits employer should. Read and tell me. You know what is legal strike, illegal strike? What is layoff? What is legal lockout? What is illegal lockout? Legal strike is a one. The employee gives you 14 days notice. That's the genuine reason. And this is not an issue which is already been parted out 1 year back. Again, you are taking in some other respect. You are taking an issue which has not been already dealt in 1 year. You are giving 14 days notice, and 14 days notice management doesn't go on. Listening to you, then you can go on legal. If you go abruptly without genuine reason or something which is already been solved against taking, that is called illegal. Right. When there is a legal strike, I cannot lock out. When I lock out on a legal strike, it is called illegal. Okay. When there is an illegal strike, I can lock out. That is a lockout. Got the point, no? There's a legal strike, illegal. There's a law firm, illegal. If you are going on a legal strike, I have a right to know. If you are going on a legal strike, if I do it, it's illegal. So, what is layoff? What is layoff? What is closure?
Firing the employee.
Sorry? Layoff is that temporarily I want to close the industry for 3 months. The industry is doing well, raw material problem, or the stocks accumulated, cars have been like you said in the newspaper, no? So many cars are in the ground, we are not able to sell it. So the yard has been full of finished cars. I cannot produce any more cars. There's no, I'm not able to sell, my godown is full, or I'm not getting raw material to produce, so I have to close down. But it doesn't mean that I'm closing down permanently. I am closing down temporarily due to raw material shortage or finished product getting accumulated, not able to sell it. So that our relationship will continue as an employer and employee. But temporarily our relationship will go for a strike. So that is called layoff.
Need some time period.
It's a layoff. Maybe layoff could be 3 months more. That is layoff. Okay. Now, what is closure? Permanently close it. The opposite of our layoff is that I cannot, it's not viable, I have closed it. Or winding up. Third is retrenchment. What is retrenchment? Not closure, not layoff. Some people found to be like what they are doing is retrenchment. Your Amazon are doing it high level. So one level, I found extra people, my production has come down. So I need to let you, there's no mistake of yours. There's no misconduct from you. There's nothing wrong from your side, but I cannot afford to keep my business has gone down. So I'm not closing down the industry. I'm reducing the business hours. That means I will retrench. I will retrench last come first go. Now you should know the meaning of all this, right? What is layoff? Layoff is you have a temporary layoff previously. You cannot lay off where if the company which has got more than say 100, 200 or 300 employees, you cannot lay off on your own without getting the approval. And getting the approval of the government is almost impossible. Because again, they'll politically they'll get into issue. The government will not allow you to lay off. Okay. Now coming to retrenchment also, you cannot retrench, you will get the approval of the government by giving all. Again, those days will not be. Because again, politically, closure also, if financially sick, under the company law, you can wind up, but still government will make you tooth and tail to see that I will harass you or put you to jail also. So they will not allow you to lay off, they will not allow you to retrench, they will not allow you to close. This thing has given free hand. Wherever they given it, reduce the relaxation. Permission for more than 300 employees only, you have to get permission of the government, whether it's for layoff, retrenchment, or less than 300 employees, hire and fire. No feasibility, go. Which the union doesn't want. That's the major reason. That's a good reason for employer. They have good exit plan. Otherwise, they'll get stuck up. Are you getting my point? Now you can freely do. Of course, you will comply with the layoff. What is layoff? Layoff is only maximum 3 months. You have to pay 50% of the salary. That is in case of layoff. In case of retrenchment, again you have to pay 15 days salary per year of service. Suppose for 10 years, you're retrenching the last come first to employ. So 10 years, 15 days salary means almost 5 months salary you have to pay. All those conditions have to be complied with it even today. Laying off, you pay him not more than 3 months in the layoff. You have to pay 50% of salary called subsistence. Retrenchment, you have to pay 15 days salary per year of service. You have to pay. All those things are. But without getting the approval, you could not have done. The past approval was Namke was there. You can't get it because the government and politicians, they will not do it. They'll get into political issues. Now you are free. You can do the number is given. So now their shift is towards more business viability, sustainability, and global use. That's a good exit plan. Productivity based, sustainability based. So it's a quite contract for the Indian labor law or a socialistic pattern of community to make a major change. Though they try to balance, they try to give better benefit to the employee, they give less governance issues, they have more benefit, monetary benefit to employee, they give more unorganized worker. This was going on for 3 years. lot of ups and downs.
Sir, for layoff and retrenchment, what should be the minimum period between two incidents? I can do the layoff, like in the month of February. Okay, again, after 2 months, I'm hiring them. Okay,
I'm not hiring them, taking them back.
taking them back. Okay, the relationship is still on. So again, after 3 months, I do the same. So how many, like, what can be the gap between two incidents? And
What
same
the
for
state is
retrenchment.
asking is a very good question. There's a concept called labor law, unfair labor. Unfair means you are trying to victimize and make it. You want to prove you are bona fide. You can do, but you cannot. I mean, you laid it off, good reason, you didn't want to retrench. Your retention was lay off. You took them back. Again, the China raw material guy is not sending. Or some issue has happened, Russian war has happened, you are not able to produce more. So as long as you produce, there is no unfair labor contract. And you are allowed.
It can be multiple times.
No, what you call that, your intention. Your intent should be clear, it should not come under the unfair labor practice. It should not be victimization. The word they use it, unfair labor practices are victimization. But as long as student, you are allowed.
So there are certain documents or
You-
details to be submitted.
They are also have to prove documents. Written, you don't have to prove documents. You cannot simply do. That way there will be anarchy, right?
So
Previously one sided,
it's
now
because,
little bad.
it's because you told, less than 300, they do not need to do all
Permission.
this. Yeah,
Permission, you don't need, you can do without any permission. But somebody comes for post in inspection and complaint, you have to prove yourself, right? You can do the action, no approval needed. But you've done something wrong, somebody makes a complaint, somebody go to court, the inspection will come, right? Then you have to prove yourself. Not that any complaint will not be, examined. Any complaint will be examined, right? So this is a major benefit to this is one reason the state government is not following the rule. State government is not following because employees don't like this. Okay, and employee doesn't like, that's another one that might carry home business. Go and get over. And much more than that, this issue. And this is a major benefit to the employee. This plus the trade union. This is a major benefit. And the third thing is that unorganized workers also they're getting major benefit. And the other thing was workers they got, you can easily wind up the company. You can easily do it. And workmen's another benefit workman is that previously you don't pay gratuity for months. Now, as per the labor code, you have to pay 2 days. Whatever workers benefit of layoff or gratuity or bonus, if you don't pay 2 days time, 24% interest, and a severe criminal liability. So they try to make a carrot and stick kind of. So employee got all benefits, employer got a major chunk of the issue, so that they become viable while investing. They can carefully invest because they need an exit plan, whether I will be able to get out of. So this is the nutshell about the labor. So you understood the labor theory first. Have you understood the labor code? Have you understood overall? If you understood, you done a great job. If you not understood, also great job. Have you understood clearly the scenario and how the labor was coming to what is the feeling? Done? If you done it, then you can go for that. If you not done it, let's check it.
Much needed.
Because the subject is law. Okay, that's with one or two people presentation so that on record which we have, but I have taken the presentation and marked. Two people can just comment. I know. I thought it was difficult to cover. Labor.
Very informative, like guidance.
But it's very difficult to ask, not many words are used in this time. But for you guys, if you learn in such a short time, the thing. Whether you are HR specialist or you are non-HR, also. HR guys to look at a chance to you never get it. Non-HR to never get it. You never get it. So you learn it, no?
Yes.
You will not fire the other day. You will not say fire coding and creating lots of problems. I was thinking whether to take up this subject or not. And I said, no, that's not. No, it is little bit difficult.
ಇಲ್ಲ ಇಲ್ಲ ಸರ್ ಎಲ್ಲ ನಡೆಯುತ್ತೆ ಇವ್ರು ಇಟ್ಕೊಂಡು ಮಾಡು ನಾನು ಅಪ್ರೂವ್ ಮಾಡ್ಲಿಲ್ಲ ಒಂದೇ ಮಾಡ್ತೀನಿ ಅವರು ಹೇಳ್ತಾರ ಗ್ರೇಡ್ ಮಾಡಕ್ ಅಷ್ಟು ಬೇಕಾಗಿರುತ್ತೆ ಸುಮ್ಮನೆ ವಿಡಿಯೋ ಹಾಕಿಲ್ಲ ವಿಡಿಯೋ So you got it, right? I don't think the page was ready, but only the image is ready. How confident you are, the more you are speaking. If you are able to use that. That is also the group,
She's expecting a course. People who will deal any time, nothing. I think.
Our dispute now, right? Our dispute is what is going to come. What
Give us the question.
kind of questions should come? Something one doesn't want to talk about it. But that's what it's said. What does you want to ask? What is it?
Is there any, the new labor code for unorganized sector of people, like farmer, other major unorganized sector of people? For farmer especially, or the construction worker,
Construction worker is coming under another place. Another new
for them, the PF facilities and all. What is there in farmer, anything?
Farmers trading, farmer society comes under another place. It cannot be individual farming. If you have a farmer association, farmer trading association, it comes under another place.
So there must be some association about.
Yeah, construction worker is very well covered. Primarily, when they say unorganized worker, it is construction. So this guy is more of subject, the others are not a subject. They are their own subject of exam. Correct? Okay, what else? Okay, anyway, what do you want to answer? Are there 40 minutes? You want more into subject or more into your examination? Okay. Coming to examination, first of all, let's shoot all of you pass with good. More than I set the question paper, I will be the examiner. Okay. And sometimes second examiner goes, but that also takes. No. What questions taken care of? Okay, I say lot of this, you will just answer. Numbers. Is that clear? Number two, in case study, the two assignments are going to be taught. Please ensure all the assignments is uploaded in time. Don't make the silly mistake of not uploading in time, this and that, right? Upload any answer. Correct, sir? Sorry. I thought of maybe the mark today itself. If you have something, tell me, otherwise there will be a mark. So we have to see something. Because these two assignments, mark will take care of your good marks. Passing, so no issue about passing. Getting a good marks, these two assignment marks. Okay. Now coming to question paper, see the case study is going to carry maximum. Case study doesn't need any study. Out of 100 marks, 45 marks goes to case study. You cannot prepare for any case. I know all of you can write. All of you have to write something. But and I will also give some. So 45 marks go around that. So there are two questions. 25, 35, basically. Now coming to A and B. What kind of questions? I give them hardly 4-5 sets of 50. That's only study. I'm not asking you to go through a textbook to study now. There are two textbooks on the weekend. Armstrong is there, and one more trading.
Hello, Professor. Sir, can you please come to near mic? We are unable to hear you.
How about you want to listen? The most important topic. Okay, now I mean,
Yes, sir. Can you please repeat again, sir? Last you are explained about mask.
talking about when you tell me.
Yes.
What are you talking about?
For sir, you are given mark for in 100 now, so you are divided that how much for case study, how much for others.
There are many things which cannot be repeated for recording. Okay, now as I told you, second assignment, all of you submit in time. Number one. Don't make a mistake of delaying it, this and that. Even so, don't get into that. Submit it. And all of you got very good marks in first assignment.
We are not.
Whatever announced it will be loaded. What we announced it in the class. We are not changing. If at all we change, it will be better. It will not be worse. Okay, clear? I don't see you guys. Okay. If I give you 22, it can be 23. It will not be 20. And reasonably, all of you got a good marks. Right or not? And second assignment also, you will get almost similar to that or better than that. Something? Huh? Correct? That's it. So if you haven't done this too, you are already clear enough. Provided, please upload it today. Okay, that's it. So coming back to the question, final question. As I said, 45 marks is a C-section case study. A small case. And I know all of you will be, there is no, you cannot prepare for. It's not a question on training and development or a case law or a labor code, things like that, you prepare. C-section, anything will, a non-performing employee or training issues with the next company, something will come with a common sense, which I know you'll be able to write it. I know all of you will be able to write it very easily. And all of you will get it for 45 marks, anything between 25 to 35 you get. Like I'm giving an astrology very clearly. This is what will happen. Correct. That will happen. Now coming to section A and B. I hope I given only 4 or 5 sets of slides, right? Just go through. Okay, that's all will come. Like for example, will come transactional HR, transformational HR, who HR competencies, performance preferential, performance management, employee relation, what is new labor law code. You know, something like that only will come. Which if you have taken the notes in the classroom or have a PPT, though I've been talking many times without PPT, but I've given you all PPT. Nothing like that I'm not given. I may not have used it when delivering. But you have all those things. Just go through them. That will take it. And what could be a typical question here, starting from the beginning? Only 4 or 5 models we touch. What is transaction? What is transformation? What is line HR? What is staff HR? What are the HR responsibilities? What is strategic HR? What is these are the first chapter. Right. What is the second one? We talked about what is care, what is KPI, what is job description, what is selection, what is recruitment. This could be a second question. Where is a short or not? I don't think anything to prepare for the exam. I don't know why the hell I'm getting it. Okay. Third is what? We talked about performance operation, performance management, methods of performance management, 360 degree. These are sample questions, right? Training. What is training? What is training methodology? What is skills practice training? What is training methodology? I've already given you 20-25 questions. Only this question. Something, and even now you need much more there. Right. And my request for it, please don't write more. Write less. And write clearly with under section A, question 1, close it. You go chit chat, and then I'm not able to understand there. That much in the college there. Therefore, means you have to be, don't make life mind like this. They do. 1, to attempt all questions. Don't leave questions. If you attempt the question, then I have to do it. It's a computerized thing, no? It will ask you section A1, how much mark I have to. If you have attempted 0, I have to put 0. If you attempted 1, if it's 5 questions, 5 marks, good person get 4, at least useless person will get 2 marks, right? Some marks you get. If you don't attempt, you don't get it. And people who are not good in time management, please write first case study. C-section. So that case is more marks. Okay, then touch B section, then take A. I'm not saying ABC, but preferably if I'm in your place, I will do more marks are there. At the end, nothing to worry about. Passing, worry about your learning and learning. Examination part is over, or anybody? Any question? All questions also known, right? Right. But still, I will try to see if somebody's mail is there, I will try to put some 20 questions. When is your exam?
First week of August.
Okay. Still, I'll try to give you some 20, 25 questions. I cannot give exactly 8 questions, but I'll give you 20. Right. Right. So within that, I already told you the same. What else I can ask? You know that I'm also adamant tough guy. I will ask what I taught you. I'm not talking from the book, so I'm not taking questions from the book. A book you want to read? Read. Derek Casper's book is there. Armstrong book is there. Both e-copies are there. Done? Any question? So overall, we learned something in the subject or not? Okay. Basically, 5 models only we touched, right? In fact, if you see the book, I am getting with you when I'm teaching to all of you. In fact, I taught many batches. I'm trying to write a book on HRM itself. Because the way they written book, you know my style, yeah? The way I want to take it systematic in ABCD, it looks like there's a lot of scope to write a nice crisp book for somebody like you people who can easily just go through it and finish. It is all written in the old like a labor law, 40 years back style of HR. They are writing a theoretical. Like for example, you don't clear a KPI, I hope you are doing. You will not get anywhere any book talks about the way we give care. On any subject, the way we covered it, they covered it. It's not that they are told us. They have selection, they have training, they have PMS, they have all those things. But not the way we handle it. So there's a lot of scope for writing and rewriting a book on it. I'm not getting a time. If I get time, next assignment I want to do that. What else? So assignment is over. You'll load it today and tomorrow. And then I thought of completing your assignment grading today. I know you will ask me ready, so I can prepare. This is called contingency plan. So you also in your life always have a contingency. Don't go with only planning. You must have a contingency. In today morning it happened so you cannot imagine. At 7:30 I got up ready to go to Dalit Pacho. I'm supposed to meet the deputy chief minister of UP for a day. Okay, with all the chief secretary of Karnataka. That guy, he knows me for the last 20 years. But I was working in UP, so I helped him in many elections. So 8 o'clock, captain called me. He has got a meeting with his big boss, Sagar sir. So can you start? So what do it? You don't feel fine. Then I talked to him immediately after class, I can rush him to the lift. So when sitting with the ministers and all, once you go, you are there, you cannot get out. So he can take me to any forum here and there, you can go up to meet me. On morning 9 o'clock, I supposed to be there. So better than carrying a suitcase in the car, send some time up to because I'm staying in the electronics. 9 o'clock flight means 7 o'clock. 5 o'clock, 4 o'clock, you have to get. So why to waste time? Keep moving. So once I land, then. So we have a contingency plan. I can enjoy. And the other part is when I'm going to be there 4-5 days in Banchi. Maybe tomorrow I have 1 hour creativity. After tomorrow. Afterwards, full time filling the guest house, I can enjoy, order and have a nice food. So God will also take care of you. When it is something very difficult, challenging, God will also give you cushion for your life. Day after tomorrow, I have a dollar time. Somebody will come to me for 10 minutes for advice. In fact, I was thinking next 4 days, how are they going to occupy? That's why I thought, normally I don't even carry this laptop. Airport and all, they do a lot of security, provide all. So this time I'm thinking to carry it. Because 4 days I'm writing for 3 times, I'll start writing. Okay, guys, anything else?
Better, you might want to.
That's what I'm thinking.
You will take the.
Sorry.
We are going to be wiped.
Because I think the right time, they have written something very too theoretical word. Right? It's not a practical step by step kind of what I know. The Chinese people used to think what is the term? Theory also it has to come in a very systematic term, right? With all templates, formats, and procedures, which is not that. Like how do you charge? Models of appointment, models of charge getting copies, models of subscription conducting independent, models of layout letter. like models of KRAKB, you must have a lot of templates in the book. So by going through it, you have a feel of it. Yeah, when I need it, I can refer. It's not that all of you will be in charge, but essentially all of you are going to be in charge. Not directly, indirectly. So your exam taken care of, your worries taken care of, only my worries are getting ordered. Okay. Now I have to upload all your marks, people's marks, 200 marks. There. Eight marks. It's a big job.
Now,
Teaching, huh?
task than us.
Huh?
You know more task than us.
Teaching is not difficult. Evaluation. Nowadays, the correction of your paper is not online. You have to come to the examination hall. There is the block. You will be locked. And you have to sit and correct there. So if it is online, now you correct the paper, you relax and go back. Now you have to come prepared for a day or two, enter the hall, sit there, whether you like, happy or not happy, or jealous, pain or not pain, you sit and correct. There is not a part. Anything else you want? Tell me. Any questions? Hello, online student. Your offline student, give you an opportunity. Any question you want to ask? Morning session is through.
Sir, regarding
all those things are here. And where are you? And there is nothing like reply. I don't know what is your definition. Where are you people? But probably you are the guys reply. You are not a workman. You are not a shareholder. You are not a director. Probably leaving the director, shareholder, leaving the workman, all of us are employed. Whereas practically it is treated, employee means workman. See now, once you go into depth only you understand. There is no word legally written anywhere employee. It's written only workman, unskilled workman, physical workman, temporary workman, permanent workman, all these things. What else? Now, if you don't have any question, I'll conclude one of the you have a chance to ask questions, anything, everything. Afterwards, don't send message to me. Sir, please.
HR policies which comes into competition. So where you will find these updates?
Okay, he wants to know where do you get to know the minimum wages. Every year the gazette is published by each state board. Go to Google. What is the minimum wage announced by the Karnataka state government under the Shops and Establishment Act, under the Factory Act? That's a called gazette notification given by the Karnataka state government. There's a central law, there's a state law. State and concurrent conflict. Hence the notification given by the state government is final. Central government gives you guidelines, qualifications. So it's easy to get. And what do you mean by shops, establishment, and factory? Factory, all of you know, automobile factory. Shops and establishment. Establishment means some income tax price. 10 people are working. Or you are running HR, two business. Shops, there are many guys who are in the shop, which is working 20 people, 30 people. So our English shop also from 30 guys. Okay, that is a shop and establishment. So the labor law notification minimum wages comes under the name notification minimum salary for shops and establishment act. Shops and establishment act is as good as like a factory. Factory, any minimum, Pinya, you go to factory. Nuts and bolts, workshops, all those things are factory. What is the difference between the two? The minimum wage may be same. Here, the lot of safety and other issues comes. Once it becomes a factory, other than shops and establishment. In shops and establishment, explicitly that much safety issue may not come. When it's a factory, then your factory layout, your facilities, your culture, your bathroom, your leave structure, everything comes. And what about the leaves? Holidays and leave, how it is defined? Again, there is a conflict. You are supposed to give 3 compulsory holidays. National holidays. Like 2nd October, Independence Day. Then you have a 10 compulsory holidays. 30, they don't do. Legally, they are proposed. 3 national holidays, 10 compulsory holidays, maybe Christmas, maybe holidays, maybe all this. The list is given again by the government. 3 optional holidays. I mean, optional means everybody cannot take it, but you give a list of 6, 7 optional holidays. Out of that, each employee can select 3. Right, restricted. So 3 plus 10 plus 3. Now, how do you calculate the leaves entailed? How do you people get leaves in your appointment? 2 days a month?
2 days.
2 days a month, 25 days. So some companies, they do it flat 2 days or monthly or a year without breaking up privilege medical accounts. Some companies believe in doing 20 days your leave, 10 days your medical or a casual leave. But that's their own discussion. What do you mean by law? What do you mean? Under the law, every 14 days working, they are supposed to earn monthly. That is called earned leave. On the labor, that's the basic.
Only 14 days.
14 days, 21 days, they keep revising. Working days, you are earning 1 day, which may come to 14 days, 20 days. So there's a formula.
1.5 only for.
Yeah. Now the other concept is saying, as I told you, working condition, change in working age. Suppose all those things for workmen, not for us. Suppose employee working in Kenya, you want to transfer into the other side, then you do it. Unless it is given in the standing order, you cannot do it. Suppose somebody working shift, or suppose somebody working only day shift. There's nothing like shift. You cannot create a shift without getting the approval of the government. That is called, working condition change. That is why you see in your appointment letter, they always write, you can be transferred anywhere, right? In all your appointment letters, it's not going to be there. All those things, so that it suits both ways. One we can transfer, 2 we can sack you. We transfer it means you will not go. Right? That's another class used by the top rate. Keep a transfer class, so that indirectly we can ask them to leave. We transfer to Timbuktu, so we will not go, right? So, in the workman, you cannot do. Now, finally, we know the labor law. You know strategically. You know how Juwadu is managed. How you have to be practical. No, I told you 2 competencies finally to this is all your knowledge. Your like anatomy, your physiology, your labor, your laboratory, validation, chemistry, everything you know. But finally you have to handle it, you have to do surgery. Right? This is all needed. You become an MBBS doctor, you study the law, anatomy, physiology, medicine, surgery, all those things. But all those things will not help when you are cutting on the table. There it comes your competence. So similarly in IR, you need a competence. First competence is all. Without that, you do the patient. You over understand. After knowing all those things, still you need a competence. What else? Which I already told you. When to use, when to negotiate, when to become trust. Only 2 competencies. Like for example, I can give you an example. I don't know this one in my own case. I was running a sugar mill, which is both the government also used to have sugar mill, private also. But the government mill used to be run by an IS officer, private mill used to be run by people. But the wage board and conditions are same. Wage board. The sugar mill used to come under the wage board. 1 to 3 years, like I told you, either notification or internal 3 years or a wage. So the wage board gives you complete salary until the cycle fuel. And then one of the nearby cooperative sugar mill in my time in Punjab, where I had 3 units. UP, Punjab, Bihari, UP, and Punjab. All 3 units. Very complicated. 1,000 employees, all 3 companies. Anytime they'll be ready to go on strike and put a on. So I was there immediately after the terrorist attack. So one of the cooperative sugar mill guy has increased the cycle allowance from 55 to 50. Okay. They are not eligible He should not have done it. He has done it. Okay. Now, my union people, private communist people, first next day they complete. Or he has done it, you do. If you don't do it, you are lost. What will you? You know. Here you have a chance to get served. If you observe, they will not take it. But once you allow it, not only killed your people, you killed so many other private cases. You go on like the other private cases, those cases. Now when to yield, the same solution. They used to have a bonus every year negotiation. It was a thick sugar bill. It was getting modernized. Business wise, I told you how we have made a big money in the topic. Utilitarian industry. When I took my boss challenge me, I was supposed to be a very successful PO from 28 age to 35. Either you are a big trainer, you won't handle that sick industry. I went and had it's a big case study. So now this industry has been known for sites, all we belong to a big group, copper group. Like today, you have copper used to be a for they were sick and fed up with these labor people. They sold it to mine owner for the throwaway. Throwaway price, just like you free. You take the liability and I'm getting it. That kind of thing. And how we converted like this. So this particular, they are known for. So when I took charge immediately, this bonus. Last year they got 130%, they went outside, I allow this kind of thing. This time they are not legally eligible, 11% also. They want more. Now I'm telling the competence. Here I yielded. Here if I not yielded, because they already precedent they already created by giving them. Here if I not yielded, I could have gone into multiple issues. So you should know where to yield, where should not yield. The moment you yielded for a wrong, like Mane said, they yielded by more complaints. Another reason for industrial dispute is for what? Complaints. Whether contract labor not complaint, or bonus not complaint, or minimum salary not, basically complaints. If I have to put technically, summarize the industrial dispute is equal to non-compliance. 70% of the reason is non-compliance is equal to industrial dispute. Now when I talk to compliance, just comply. No less compliance, maximum less compliance. Money is the only peculiar industry, more compliance. Minimum salary they paid more, bonus they paid more, they given all sorts of facilities more. So when they made a more compliant, the president said, take a look. These people they come and kill you, no, you have to kill. Then the government also will not come. But if you're not messed up, more compliant, you're not creative. It's not your stress, it's the government. You can sit in your house, knock it down, if it's especially not in the nice winter, no? You have a nice fire bond, you have a nice chicken laugh, enjoy your life, you have to go health. You will not have stitch. It's only the labor commissioner, the speech, and the local people will select them. You can have a nice time. But if you committed that, then they are also more intelligent. Sometimes the dispute takes between not only you and the employee, you and the local administration. The local administration will look at you that they are also very careful. They are educated guys. They don't want to get into action unless they are pushed into order. So the challenge happening between you and the local PM, SSP, and the labor commission. So this is a multi-gamut of skill you must be aware. So you should know where to go and request them for help or where to throw the ball in the court and sit with. These all comes under your IR competency, skill, how will you handle it on the spot. You have all theoretical knowledge, but you don't know how to handle it. Then it goes through. All said and done, it's not it. But you should be like one more incident I don't know. In one other place that we are supposed to pay minimum salary by 7. Okay. We have not paid. It was a seasonal industry, I think. Seasonal industry. Seasonal industry means you have a permanent employee and seasonal permanent. Seasonal permanent, they come only for season, not task. They get retaining around. So the season guys, they come out throughout it. So they do repair and maintenance. So the plant shut down. In one such occasion, we could not pay salary. And the people went down. How will you handle it? You have money, limited money. If you pay them the salary, your repair and maintenance will go for a task. Okay. And if you don't pay, it can become a labor issue. Again, they may not work. Again, repair and maintenance go for a task. Now, what is the competency you use to handle?
Maybe 50% of salary.
You got the situation, right? All those knowledge, everything is there. But finally, you want to cut surgery, you do, how will you do it?
I'll ensure that the machinery runs.
Yeah, how will you do it?
And
If you pay the salary,
no, I'm not paying
you
this
will
upfront. I'm not paying the salary. Maybe I'll commit that in the coming month. I'll pay you more than, like, for example, 100% I'm paying for a month. I'll pay you 130%.
the cost will go.
That is.
Yeah.
You can analyze the,
Yeah, it's one
because you didn't tell me exactly what is your cut. So I'm just giving
That's one.
but, and also we can go with his option of paying 50%, so that you can run your house for that month. And also the rest of money can be used for, repairing and for the plant.
Here another concept is called wisdom, not concept wisdom. You must have a keen, honest transparency. Whenever the top management does, gold dividing good, sacking people, then you are not under the control. They also know, even if you take a right action, wrong action, they know you are transparent, you are a keen guy, they will support you. If they know that, shortcut, that is who does not to solve the problem, they'll go on the, oh, he's instigating, you suspend that. Okay, you remove that guy, or take care of this guy, no dividing and no jumping. This will they'll get to. That is again happened in Malaysia. You should study that. If you do that, you will get into trouble. If they know by nature you are a tough guy, you are a transparent guy, you are a clean guy, you are for the one. That they will observe. That you are exhibiting in your own year or 2, 3 years when you are working as a CEO or a child. That happened. It happened to some people. Always in the workers there will be some 60% maybe good people, 30% the nuisance creator to try to divert. The good people also will not know also. In this kind of situation, if you are transparent, you are clean, they know you are transparent. Go not run. I did the wait for it. I went in it. Then put straight. Money is like this much, the counter. This much meter is buying a turbine spare parts and things like that. That takes 2 months to come. Okay. Now it's up to you. You want to pick up the salary, you want to pick up. And if it does, the factory gets delayed, you are accountable. Simply, you put the ball in the stone. And you decided 4 o'clock means this counter is open, go and sign up and take it. Talk to them, confidently, transfer. Okay. Or you come up with a suggestion. Like I don't know, I thought you what is the training. So what do you want me to do? Leave it to you, solve it. Then finally they come up. That 60% of people do not take anything. 20% of the people urgently they need 5,000. Some people need them full time. They themselves organize. They themselves went to the cashier on the counter. They manage. But when I talk to them, I told them clear that this much money is there. You can pay your full salary. But if I pay, I cannot pay. So transfer on this. If I not pay, I'm legally making a mistake. You can file a case against. Not that your union leader has to come and teach you. I am teaching you. It's a win-win. You read the book of 7 habits of management people. It's a win-win. You have morally and training, legally and training, you can fix me. Talk to them that way. Not only will win that time, you will cut all the union will be non-existent in your time. In fact, most of the union leaders used to be get totally upset with me because I make their life non-existent. Clean, transparent, talk to them, move around with the workers, understand, help them out, it's clear. One of the very sad experience. In one of the outlets, 3-4 workers were very badly hurt. Okay, some fire accident. All 4 of them were being admitted in the hospital. But that hospital, they were talking nicely. The doctor told me, no, sir, time is 48 hours. We burned so much, all poison will work and they're not likely to survive. But nobody will believe, though they were mad, they were going through pain, but they were talking and telling you. So I called out. They're not going to come. You want the treatment to be done here, or you want them to take them anywhere in India. We had an aeroplane, we had four seaters, plane is ready, pilot is ready. Wherever you want, your customer will be taken. Shifted and given a ticket at our cost. But the fact is they are not going to. So, you be. So if your activities come over a period of time, no, then your transparency will be understood by now, then it will indirectly stop all this. Alternatively, if you decide not to do it, you have a right not to do it, whatever that expense is likely to pay, I'll keep that money for you. Apart from your workman compensation activities like that, this money is also kept. And painfully, most of them listen. So it's a write-off. I mean, I picked up from here to some other offices also, nothing going to happen. So what I'm trying to say is, IR, you have to be firm, nice, transparent, clean, ethically or right. You are not cheating. Don't get into short-term, divide and rule and one side. It's a weakness. Please strong, then you are strong line. Otherwise, you are all the time into that somebody else. Done? So now I also given you practically how to apply. It will be fun. So in nutshell, every job is good yet. If you give your heart and soul, and you are clean, you are willing to go in depth, every job is good. No job is good. Somebody asked me, I got my PhD at the age of 29. Okay. I completed my PhD, then I got it. 33 and all of it. So they asked me, what the hell your PhD is doing here in this? That was okay. Somebody asked, and one or two guys returned me later to me, saying that your qualification doesn't reflect. You are a PhD holder from IIT and is working in the industry, what? That kind. And I'll tell you guys, I could become successful CEO just because of my PhD methodology. What is the job of a leader or CEO? Problem definition, problem identification, how to go about it, taking a decision, that's the job. Whatever you write lengthy, that's the job. This is what exactly PhD teaches. You select the problem identification, you define the problem, you work out the hypothesis, you collect the data, you analyze the data, you select the best tool. That's all PhD. So how this PhD knowledge is different from the CEO job? What is the CEO job? Maximum problem solving and decision making. Apart from any number of ways you can add it. What is the core job? Confront the problem, define the problem, decide. Decisively and allow everybody to follow. That's all the these three are main, right? Individually you have to do. This is what exactly that teaches. So every teaching is good. Everything you adapt it to whatever you. You can. People normally give up. Oh, that job is good, this job is good, this job studies, not like engineering study. You think engineering doesn't help in marketing? You think that finance doesn't help you go in marketing? Or HR doesn't help you in marketing? Yes, very well. Try to align it, synchronize it, and make this. But look for excellence, perfection. I will look for only excellence or perfection. That concept is very good. Okay, guys. All the best. Anything else? Probably this is your last one, right? Don't cry. And then all of the mark. The only place that we can at least 40% of what we taught in the class after learning. Right? 8% for 40%. So my side more.
So does the law talk about minimum number of working hours overtime?
Obviously.
What's the
8 hours? 8 hours? 48 hours? Weekly? You cannot make somebody to work more time also. Even if you want to work, you cannot allow. That the minimum time only is allowed to work more. And you are supposed to be 1.5 time. But even if you want to work more time, I don't know whether I told you this small case in the past. In one factory, one guy thrown a system in the night. Right, you know, who was being charged there? Not the guy who's thrown, the HR guy. Because he got a such a non-conducive HR policy, he allowed somebody to work for more. Obviously, he will go mad and throw some. Right? So the law is based on more on, we call it jurisprudence, natural justice, opportunity of being heard, no victim.
So when the wage act and wage board is there, then why this union settlement again is it, which will cause again a problem?
You know, when there is a large scale industry, rubber industry, or large scale sugar industry all over India, then there is no individual negotiation on wage and policy. I mean, practically the union becomes a secondary function, like some, rights and duties, some safety is not there, this is not there. Or contract labor you are misusing. Contract labor doesn't come under the wage, no? Wage board talks about your salary, increment, bonus, allowances. Wage board will not talk about contract labor, how to use, what to use. So once the wage board is there, there cannot be any cushion for a dispute based on monetary and compensation. Be it salary, be it bonus, be it PF or there. That cannot. If you don't comply with that wage, then so there is a issue. Either you can say no, nor they can say. Now in that case, what the union will do? Because you are doing so many other mistakes, no? You can make union non-existent. Totally. And they will follow you. You make mistakes, they will allow you to make mistakes. Much more smarter, I tell you. More than union, the smarter people is going to apply. Not the union guys. Union guys find it difficult to manage the employee. They guys who, like we commit mistake, union they also commit a mistake. They won't show the big lollipop, I'll get you this thing then. Then the union employees will go from here to there, then they'll make it like this. You said so, no? You can make it. So it's more problem created by employees. If you look at a simple guy, you go to the shop floor, but what he will do, you cannot. Simple solution, be straight, clean, compliance, awareness, no unfair practices. Nobody can touch it. Otherwise, even the smallest employee can take it out. That's the nutshell. I'm willing to work. For me, I used to be all association, then we Punjab, PhD from Punjab, I used to go in all those things. I used to open anyway strikes empty. But then it will also affect the employer. It's not that handling means going to agree with the employer or something. Like a doctor, you are diagnosing it. Where is the problem? Then like skilled use of skill. Yeah, this problem is there. I mean, multiple organ is gone. Which organ I say, which organ I don't go, which like to be cut off. That is the limit. Any point of time you want to take a decision. Lesson, unpleasant, very, I mean, holistic kind of decision to take.
Many companies, HRs will, try to, for their cost saving, they try to take the benefit, whatever that it is going to apply, they try to reduce some other ways, it's not directly illegal or unfair, but somehow they try, but this will lead to a conflict between the employees, the unions and the management.
That is one reason of contract labor, they used to save money, no? They're thinking that I'm not a principal employer. I will say 20,000 per month, I'll pay 12,000, like which I. So I save a lot of money. And this guy at the end of the day also has to save his career, right?
Yeah, cost saving is major. Care keeping up them.
Yeah, they can, but not that way. He can say attrition I can control. I can improve the performance. There are many ways to it positively, not negative.
Expenses will be.
You can recruit the right guy, right times. You improve the time and motion schedule, improve the efficiency, understand the people's skill and aptitude, put them properly. It's a wonderful job. But it requires a lot of thinking, patience, and love and affection to it. Marketing and all, I'm not saying it is easy. It's little more easier than compared to this kind of. So that you go straight into the market, you go to the product, to the price, understand the competitors, pulse, schemes, and brands, and your pulse price. This is not a challenge. But this is more abstract and in-depth. But it will be more satisfying. If I make you see one, please. Fine. Will it be more satisfying to me or not? Somebody like bright guy comes to me, understudy to me. I'll make you 3 years time, see more and hand over to you. Is it a rewarding job or not? But to do it, you must love that role. You must train, you must tell him every day. I did this thing also. Every day evening, I must make a diary, what did I do, I make that get I tell him in option 1 or 2 days, because the decision we've taken in the option, this is the basic path that we have taken. Put him, allow him to fly sometime, but you keep still the stick under your control. So there are not many ways. So every job is good in that. Teaching, I never thought. I hope I'm enjoying teaching now, right?
Mix it really.
It's so great. But it's not my cup of tea. It's too difficult. I mean, maybe that my competence is, it's too mechanical kind of. If given the opportunity, I'll not go with the system of variation. System they say, okay, actually, or understand the learning outcome. Assurance of learning through projects and this is more. Finally, we are doing the same thing right now. We are going comfort zone and do that. Right? How many of you people fail? No, none of you fail. Not here. You will do. So why do you do this kind of great reformer? One make one presentation, one thing through. Most of the Russian universities, they don't do it. Okay, that has also got its own concern. Sometimes Russian university are two only guys are putting up for and whimsical. The only are too whimsical, no? The only proposals are very tough for it. Don't say that I'm only. Normally, it is hypothetically that more the older faculties are likely to most other. What should be the role of faculty? The controller, or a mentor, coach, trainer. So two different faculties, right? Whether we choose to be a trainer, mentor, coach, enabler, or too bureaucratic to control too tough. Correct? So okay, all the best. Enjoy. We'll break. Probably capital. Okay, then all the best. We'll see you in the campus. Yes.
Thank you, sir.
Let me write you books also. इधर में चार्ज नहीं बट we are going to make you I see.